We arrived at Fernando de Noronha at 3 o'clock in the morning on the 21st of April. We got a little bit of sleep before getting up at 8 o'clock to look at clearing in to immigration and customs with the port. Just after 9 in the morning, we took the dinghy to the dinghy dock inside the little harbour at Fernando, and we walked on this beautiful walkway up to the port office. It was a simple clearing process at the port, who called the police who cleared us in from an immigration point of view, and within an hour we were sorted out and ready to explore the island.
I think these are the cars of people that have hired them and they left them here all on the beach. You need to go home with them tonight.
It was just over 1 kilometer from the port to the ATM in town, and from the ATM we could pick up some provisions and make our way back to the boat.
$1, really? Well, it's cheap. That's cheap.
After being on the island for a day, we decided to rent a motorcycle so we could drive the entire island and see all the various beaches.
It's very slippery.
Yep.
After all this rain. Well, at least it's not dusty, yeah?
There had been a lot of rain on the island, so the roads were very wet, and the muddy sections or the sandy sections were really muddy.
We were stuck. Yeah, that's like we said, like lovely, huh?
This is one of the more popular beaches or famous beaches on the island, where we went and sat and had our first caipirinha in Brazil. Jaco took some time to try out the new paddleboard and try some surfing because there were some waves just around the corner from where the boat was anchored. Fellow cruisers Kurt and Carol from Ice Bear we had traveled with in Namibia, we had met in Namibia, we had met again in St. Helena, and now again in Fernando de Noronha. Oh, look at that! Although the water was not as clear as St. Helena Island, we decided to go out to the nearby islands and the rocks and see if we could see some coral reefs and see some fish, and consider after the snorkeling to do some scuba diving if it was good under there. I'm not sure why Fernando doesn't have any real coral, but there's lots of warm water and lots of rocks, so I'm surprised there's no coral reefs on these rocks. All we found was just general rock formations and growths under the water with a few fish and some turtles, but not any coral at all. These sunsets were pretty spectacular every evening. There are roads around the whole top of the island, but the southern section is completely turned into a nature reserve, and there's only walking paths there. So we drove around mostly the north of the island. after good fun on the motorbike for a few days, we delivered it back to the owner and made our way back to the boat.
Hey, shoot your shoes.
It was great.
Look at this guy looking at us. He's got his head out the water looking. See this one front. Look at it. Look at him. He's swimming with us. Look at them. Look at them. You know what? This is what I don't understand, because I can
Its female is very bigger.
And so very quickly our time was up on Fernando, and it was time to raise the sails and head off to Suriname.
Train today.
Are we leaving? On our way to where?
To Suriname.
Okay.
Like 8 days.
8 days, yeah.
Let's
Good.
hope it's only 8 days.
Yeah. Let's see, leaving Fernando de Noronha. Look at them.
You get my GoPro.
If you liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe to see further of our episodes.